some technical difficulties. And thank you very much. Again, I'm that Kimberly, and it's Kind Kids Live Friday, and going live. I was given the advice to whether I had a guest or not to just keep going live because practice makes perfect, and it definitely gets me a whole lot more comfortable asking those questions that I like to ask when I do have a guest. So before I jump into the short topic I have today, which was a post or a article that was sent to me by my friend Miss Angie P. Shout out, sister. From We Movement, I'm going to thank everyone. We are live on Instagram as well as Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn. So, wherever you're watching, thank you, the Kaizen Investor, for joining me today as well. I appreciate you all. This is going to be short and sweet. Maybe I can convince some of my Instagram followers to come over and be on Kind Kids Live on this end. I'll explain that later. So, let's jump in to this short topic. And it was, like I said, a post that was sent to me. I don't want to try and screen share like I did last time because things went awry and I actually got cut off on Facebook. I don't know why, but I did. So the We Movement on Instagram has a post that that gives you 11 steps on how to how to maintain a positive, I believe, let me read what the article exactly says. The title is Maintaining a Positive Well-Being. I didn't want to mess that up because they definitely put a lot of thought into this. I highly recommend you all going to check it out. But the first one, it tells you if you are taking care of others, which I am, if you are, don't forget to take care of yourself first, because we all know that it's number one. If you can't, how can you take care of others if you don't take care of yourself and fill your cup up? And paying attention to being vulnerable, paying attention, watch for signals when you're not sleeping well, and how you feel. Pay attention to how much water you're drinking, all those things. You want to rest and exercise. That's the number one thing that they recommend. And build in your own time, have a schedule, because if you don't, I have learned, if I don't schedule time for myself, all I do is pour it into either my mom or work. I have to definitely have some sort of a balance. That was very hard for me to figure out in the very beginning on how to have that sort of balance. So I highly recommend everybody doing that, whether you are caring for someone or not. If you're no matter, especially in these times, no matter what you're doing, make sure that you take time to re energize yourself. The second thing that they say is meditation, which I always thought was kind of strange. I didn't really understand that. I could barely handle yoga. Um, However, I have found that just 5 or 10 minutes in the morning, or 5 or 10 minutes when I feel stressed, if I take a moment out and I go sit somewhere to be still and I listen to something that soothes me, whether it's something from Jay Shetty or Esther Hicks or Gary Vee or Joel Olstein, or there are several. I could go TD Jakes. I go down the list of people that I like to, depending on the mood I'm in that day or in that moment, what I'm needing to get re-energized from, I go and find that sometimes the universe and God just makes it appear on one of my notifications, and I read that and it makes me feel so much better. But meditation is something I have found to help me start my day off or get me out of some kind of spiral during the day, if I'm starting to feel like I'm gonna go into that negative mindset. Because I absolutely, that is one thing I can say that before COVID, I would just say within the last year, you would definitely call me a very over optimistic, positive person. Now I'm still positive. I just don't, I'm not well, I don't do a good job of hiding it when I'm not in a positive mood or I'm having a bad caregiver's day. So um, I definitely know that those doing that alone time for 10 or 15 minutes or first thing in the morning has really, really helped me. Resilience is number 3 from this article. Again, maintaining a positive well-being from We Movement. They say that that resilience, create a balanced plan of positivity and expect to be uncomfortable. Now is the time to be resilient and breaking down step by step to make it much easier. So paying attention to whatever that is to build that plan. I too have started to take notes when I realize something that is causing me not to be able to be resilient, to get back up, or to get motivated to do whatever the next thing is. I have found that when I create that plan or I take those notes to start tomorrow, the next day, anew with a plan, that has definitely helped me. That's why I loved this article so much from We Movement. Number phone, Kids Help Phone. If you need support, Kids Help Phone is always just a text away. I usually call one of my friends. I call my boyfriend if he's available. I call my best friend. Sometimes the universe and God sends people that call me by sheer accident. I answer the phone and they're just the person I needed to talk to either get my mind off whatever it was that I was, upset about, or not feeling good about, or whatever it is. That person that randomly calls me have fills my cup back up. Or say if they're having a problem, I can help them. If I can help them, that definitely fills my cup back up. So those little things I pay attention to for sure, because and also going for that walk, because I need to be able to get myself back up and going, or shake it off all by myself at the same time, and not be so dependent on someone else or something else. Number 5 says stay connected. Staying connected with family and friends can have a major impact on our brains and mental health. Continue to utilize different resources to make sure that you continue to keep in touch with your loved ones. I 100% can't agree with this more. I did not realize it more than ever during COVID, how hard it was for me to be disconnected, and not disconnected virtually or on the phone or anything like that, but disconnected from physically seeing my friends and family, physically hugging and touching. Well, I live with my boyfriend, so that was not, there was no difference there other than he was working a lot. So the time spent with him was a lot less. So that was hard as well. But I really realized what a people person in person I am. And I do like my alone time. I do like to decompress and be away from things and people. However, when I want that, not because the whole world is shut down. So that was definitely something that was very hard for me, and realized that I need to just take those steps to get my mask on, whether it's get in the car and go somewhere to see someone, sit socially distanced, sit on a patio, or get on a plane. Does not matter. Again, thank you everyone on Instagram joining me. If you're on Facebook, LinkedIn, or YouTube, please leave a comment, but thank you for joining me. Hi, I'm a soap addict, and I believe I have JL Shepard official joining. Thank you. And Mick Broach. Sorry if I mangle your names. I apologize. I fell asleep. I always tell people that spelling is not my best subject. So please forgive me. I use Grammarly. So now I'm back to number 6. Self-care. It means escaping from the day-to-day and spending some quality time with your family, even if it's just online. Whatever that means to you, for me, it was getting out for the walk or the jog, or calling someone. Self-care, if it's showering, a hot shower, jumping in the pool, you name it. I found that those different, changing my environment, the oxygen. I've learned so much from Mama Soap Addict and all the natural things in the world and in our environment, from the oxygen in the air that goes into our lungs that helps us, to mint and different oils, essential oils that help our bodies and our minds. So whatever the self-care looks like for you, for me, it is definitely something that I realized more than ever in the last year that I absolutely need to be paying attention to and doing, because um, it it it's detrimental at this time, and I will forever be putting things in these things that I've put into place during this time. I will forever be moving forward with them. I won't just be. They're going to be with me for the rest of my life. I can't not do it. Oh, and I'm a soap addict. On Instagram is saying exfoliating helps, helps her so much, and I have heard that before. I do love that hot shower with some hot coconut oil and some cocoa bar. I don't know the exact terminology for her, the cocoa scrub, but it's amazing. So let's go back to number 7. You're not alone. While we stay alone, you don't have to feel like you're alone. We're all in this together. That is one of the biggest things that I have figured out, that when I do talk to my friends, that I don't have a problem in telling them that, hey, this has been really hard. And when I open up and tell them how hard or whatever is going on in my life, they definitely share back on what's going on in their life. And it definitely, we shouldn't be so hard on ourselves. Like, it's okay not to be okay. That's what this article says. Um, and maintaining a positive well-being, it's okay not to be okay. And I'm so grateful that in this time that this is something that more and more people are talking about, mental health, self-care, all of it, that it's not taboo anymore, to say I'm not okay, and reach out to whoever that person is, or wherever. That's what I definitely have found. Sometimes I can't talk to anybody, because I know I'm not okay, and so I limit the energy that I put out in the world, or that who I talk to, and obviously take a nap or go for a walk. But if I know I'm not okay, I'm very okay now in saying I'm not okay. So number 8 is keep cool. Staying hydrated is one of the most important ways to take care of yourself. And they gave you some quick tips on how to stay hydrated. I carry a thermos with water all the time, with me, or I'd say since June, because that has definitely helped me. Amma Sopak actually shared something with me where this woman, I wish I could tell you her name, but she said that when you're getting a little anxious and have anxiety, if you moisten your mouth, that relieves. I thought whatever she said would totally hit the nail on the head, because anytime I'm feeling anxious or stressed out, I take a big chug of water, and it absolutely helps me 100%. Some of the tips that We Movement puts on there: always drink when you are thirsty. And where are you at? Let me go back. Let's see, please bear with me, folks. Start with a glass each morning. Take reusable bottles, that's what I do, and fill up. Drink water with your meals, and keep a pitcher in your fridge for easy access, and drink whenever you're thirsty. I just carry a thermos with me all the time, one big one. I usually have it around me and I don't know where it went, but that's all right. Number 9 is set intentions. Setting an intention helps you to connect your values and your purpose with the way you want to move through the world. Intentions bring values to life. I love, some people call it dream boards, some call it a dream board, intention boards, you name it. I used to make one every single year. I don't think I made one this year, shame on me. But I do put up lots of words of affirmation. You can see this, you can't really see what it says, but it is words of affirmation. I print them out and I put them in frames, and I put them all up over my house, to set that intention of whatever it is that I want to accomplish, or how I want to look at. Yes, vision boards are amazing. So those definitely have helped me, and I know many others. There are so many people online talking, that give you examples. All the a lot of the coaches that are or motivational speakers that I have seen or listened to, they speak of vision boards and writing out your intentions for the day. It definitely has made a difference in my life as well. Number 10 is a beautiful unicorn, and it says, "You equals awesome," and don't forget it. That is something that I was instilled with from my parents. So I've always had that self esteem, higher self esteem, I feel. But in this time, because of everything that's going on in the world and the worries I have definitely let those things get into my head, which it's normal because it's okay not to be okay. But I definitely have to remind myself, not that I'm awesome. I have a boyfriend that tells me I'm awesome. I have family and friends that tell me I'm awesome. I believe that I am a good person. But what I have had to remind myself is that, one, it's okay not to be okay, and two, that I'm going to get through it. That no matter that, God didn't bring me this far to have me fail, and that it's a higher power. It's not in my hands. It's for me, it's God. Some, it's the universe, whatever you believe in. But, you know, just know that making sure that you continue to give yourself self-love and mental health maintenance, that will definitely help you continue those positive thoughts about yourself. Therefore, you can give that positive and kindness to others and grace to others, and but first, grace to yourself. I talked a little bit about that last week. And last but not least, they suggest listening to their We Wellbeing podcast, hosted by Sophie. I'm not even going to try to pronounce her very cool last name. I just highly recommend you guys looking them up and maybe following them, because thanks to Angie saying this to me, I would have never known about them, but I love the content that they put out. I definitely will have started following them, but again, the podcasts that I listen to are all saved in my Spotify, and I go to them. I even listen to hype music, as my friend, shout out, Laura Lesta says, and mine is from Trolls soundtrack, Hairs Up, and that gets me going, or Can't Stop the Feeling from a JT same soundtrack. Whatever it is that gets you going, gets you pumped, do those things, especially now more than ever. We need that. We need that little extra help to keep us on the positive side and maintaining the positive outlooks, because of today's times. I want to thank everyone again for joining me. If you guys have any questions, please leave it in the comments and I will get to them. While you're there, also, if you watch on the replay, please make sure that you let me know where you're watching from. If you know somebody who could use this episode, please share this with them. While you're there, maybe hit that like or subscribe button. That would be awesome and amazing, and I'd really, really appreciate you for doing that. And last but not least, I will be here next Friday with a coworker friend that I've known for a very long time. We're going to be talking about kind kids in business. And maybe if I throw out his name there, Mr. Danner, I'm going to tag him for next Friday, or if his schedule permits, the following Friday. I don't know yet, but he did say next Friday. So keeping my thumbs up. If not, I will be here even by myself with another topic. Maybe if you have something you want to share with me, or please send it to me. And I'd love to read it and review it and then just give you my thoughts on it. So thank you all again. The goal for Kind Kids is to share our knowledge and stay in our lane on topics that we discuss, things that we've learned, our POVs is what I've heard for, point of views is what the common term is now, as well as give everybody a little airtime to get comfortable about being live on social media. So thank you guys again. Until next week, Remember, sharing is caring, and be kind. It takes a village. Thanks, y'all. Bye.